I'm going to learn how to complete the square. I'll do a few problems with problems that aren't just x squared. So complete the square so we can graph. So since this is not a 1, I'm going to factor out a -4. And I'm moving this -20 over here. If you want to move it over here, you can. Just like completing the square, you're going to move it back later. It's up to you. So half the middle term squared, add it. And I just essentially just added -16 to this side because -4 times 4 is -16. So if I have a -16, I need to put a +16 over here. Now I can write it in factored form. -4 times x plus 2 squared minus 4. So the vertex of my parabola is -2, -4. And if you notice, this thing is going by 2's. So -2, -4 is right there. I know it opens down. And instead of 1, 3, 5, I have -4, -12, -20. So I go over 1 and down 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 1 and down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I would go over 1 and down 12. Well, that's going to take me off the graph. But it doesn't really matter, so you can see that there's no real solutions there. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to factor out a -3, and I have x squared minus 6x. Put the 26 over here. And now I'm going to do half the middle term and square it. So I just added a -27. So I'm going to put plus 27. Now I can write in factored form. Make sure my scale is not funny. So 1, 2, 3, 1. And my (135) becomes -3, -9, -15. So over 1 and down 1, 2, 3. And over 1 and down 9. Over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same point over here. So have symmetry down, right down the middle. And you realize it doesn't go through either -2 or -4, it's between those. So we could go back to our factored form and solve this just like we solved before. If you want to know the exact values, you set y equal to 0. And so we bring the 1 over and divide by 3. And take the square root of both sides. So your final answer is 3 plus or minus 1 over radical 3. Square root of 1 is 1. And then you got to rationalize that. So 3 plus or minus radical 3 over 3. So 3 plus radical 3 over 3, 3 minus radical 3 over 3. You could change those to a decimal to find the values. This paper was more about getting the sketches right. So let's do one that has integer values. just so you can see it. X squared minus 2x minus 8, and I know that we can factor this, but if we're going to complete the square, put the 8 over here. X squared minus 2x plus 1. We added 1, so we need to subtract 1. So this factors into x minus 1 squared minus 9. So I have my vertex is at 1, negative 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have the 1, 3, 5 rule in effect. So I go over 1, up 1. Over 1, up 3. And then over 1, up 5. So over 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one actually hits on a nice integer value, which means we could have factored it. Negative 2 and 4 are my solutions. Which means the original function could have factored into x minus 4, x plus 2. Solving by graphing, though, we'll hit that point.